And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another week, another edition of the Sparkling Tuna Cup, number 82. I'm, of course, your host, Live VIP. With me, I'm joined by these amazing players, by the people in the chat, by my plushies as well. Welcome, one and all, to your weekly dose of Open StarCraft. Here we go! Exclamation mark! Be in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the bracket yourselves. The bracket is live, the bracket is stacked, and we are jumping into the round of 16. We're jumping into our first series and spawning in the top right hand corner of Ultra Love. We have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the pink Protoss. It is Ateshi. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Protoss player, the red Protoss himself from South Korea. It is Percival. And as we settle in, Pappy, you know what time it is? It is Gamba time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim this series. Best of luck in the chat as you can get your Gamba going for the next minute or so as we settle into our first game. Beautiful. Beautiful. When it comes to the bracket itself, we'll get into it. Don't you worry. We will be getting into the bracket after this series. Until then, we will be embracing our initial best of 3. As a reminder, it is going to be best of 3. Likewise, predictions also set up for that as well, as Ateshi does move out with a hidden worker. Interesting, very interesting. Now, Ateshi is more of an amateur or more of an up-and-coming player here in the Korean scene, in the Korean region. Has been playing a little StarCraft Evolution. When it comes to this game mode, though, regular SC2, I have taken note that Ateshi is usually a more cheesy player, usually a little bit more cheesy, a little bit more aggressive. I haven't seen much of Ateshi's PvT, though, so I don't really know what to expect. Are we going for a proxy Stargate? Are we going for a proxy Twilight Council into DTs? There's potential. There's potential here for a proxy for shenanigans. Show us what you got. As Ateshi does open up Zella first. Interesting. No probe scout across the map. No scouting whatsoever. No pro scout or no SV scout out of Percival either, but this is a little bit more standard, just going for double gas into a faster factory, into a Reaper first, a bit of a more aggressive and assertive start. Percival is known for aggression in this matchup, by the way. He's known for being very assertive in TvP, so we expect that from him. Meanwhile, yep, Hidden Twilight Council, this should be for a proxy Dark Shrine. And proxy DT can wreak havoc, it can end the game, depending on whether or not Percival holds onto a scan. That's what it'll come down to. If he mules at the wrong moment, at the wrong time, the game can just end. Robo on the way as well, and we're waiting for the Twilight Council to complete. Until then, we do see Percival. He is scouting on his own side of the map, checking for proxies, checking at the third location, triangular third, linear third as well. Keep an eye on what's going on. Just try to keep an eye. Oh, Reapers, they take it. Well, they do deal with the initial Zealots. Now, this Zealot, more than anything, it is really a distraction here. It is keeping the Reapers at home, while Ateshi goes to that Dark Shrine that we did mention. Again, the Dark Shrine is on the way, as we did mention earlier. Gateways are building up. We have 2 gateways in the main. We have a 3rd gateway here back at home. It's going to be 4 gates. 2 at home, 2 across the map, 3 gates into DTs. Prism is on the way to reinforce the warp in straight away into the main. Again, does Percival, does he hold on to a scan? For now, diving into the main base. Not much to defend. Uh-oh, there's one of them. There's one of them at home. Percival, he does notice no expansion. Massive tell, something is wrong. Something is amiss. Viking production has begun. Going for the Viking. Ooh, Reaper goes down. There's 1 Hellion left. Workers are somewhat lining up. 5 pro kills, that is good damage. But again, is he ready for what comes afterwards? He's setting up a defensive window mine, Viking, Cyclone. I wouldn't be surprised if we get into like an eBay for a safety turret. We can see he's scouting, looking for the proxy. You know something is wrong. Here comes that Prism. Yeah, there's the bunker. He's trying to prepare. Tech lab on the way in the starport. That should be for the Raven. And again, we need to hold on to a scan. We're about to have energy here. Okay, we have a scan. We have 1 scan available. Prism comes in. Yeah, scan is ready, but is there enough DPS? That's 3 DTs. That's 3 Dark Templar boys are being pulled, and he will clean this up. He gets 1, he gets 2, and the 3rd DT barely escapes. And there is a 2nd scan, yeah. There is a 2nd scan, there it is. DT goes down, and Percival, he holds. Percival, he does hold on. We have a safety Raven on the way, and remember, 1 base all in. Remember, there is no expansion. Just now we have a Nexus on the way, but this is such a late expansion. It's so late, so delayed. Not like this. as Ateshi's going to try to transition out of this, but he is so heavily behind. Percival happily just mining, saturating, taking more STVs. Safety Raven here to build up. From here, we can get into our 3-1-1 setup. Get ready for a longer game state. Percival, he is perfectly fine. Likewise, he should know that there's a proxy somewhere. He should know that there's at least a Robo and, of course, the Twilight Council and the... I mean, he saw everything in the main, so he knows it's somewhere else. He might come across it. They're now playing it safe. Ateshi's still committed, going into charge. And Ateshi needs to find more damage. What he's gotten so far is not worth it. He's killed 5 SCVs, also losing 5 probes. Killed a couple of Marines. Does drop into the mineral line. Oh, my shot goes off, takes out the Prism, forces the recall. GG gets called, and Percival will shut this down completely and take game number 1. Whew, GG. Hi, papi. GG, well played. Very well done here. As again, Percival, he did scout. He did recognize that tech was missing, that something was wrong. He played it out very, very safely. Bunker, Widowmine, Viking, Cyclone as well. He did hold on to not just one, held on to 2 scans, 1 at each base. And with that, he was able to defend and deflect. GG. GG, well played. GG, well played. With that, oh, we are now getting into our next game. My apologies, I was just a little bit distracted. Engrossed in the game itself. But yes, we do have our second game. And we are getting ready here for ley lines as game number 2. Oh. Beautiful. Okay, we are jumping in. But again, Ateshi is known for being cheesy, he's known for being hyper-aggressive, and Percival just playing it out very, very safely. Of course, he did scout first, he wasn't just blindly playing safely. Did scout, did confirm. With that, he was able to set up back at home. Now, what do we see in game number 2? I don't expect the same build. I don't expect the same, you know, one base DT build out of Ateshi. I expect something different. What do you have for us? Let's go. As spawning in the right-hand corner, we have our South Korean Protoss player, the pink Protoss. It is Ateshi. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Red Terran, leading the series 1-0. It is Percival. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Just memeing in Discord. So now we are going to be settling in. So far, we have our initial openers, and our eyes are going to be on Ateshi. Just like the previous game, our eyes are on the pink Protoss player to see if he goes for a proxy Stargate. The probe does rally across the map, is poised to head over to this proxy location. This is a prime location, very prime location for a Stargate. We'll see. We shall see. Probe is moving in. As it doesn't quite go all the way, sets up here just outside. And again, what do we go for? Robo, Twilight Council. I mean, the Cybercore isn't quite done yet. Still waiting for it to wrap up. Still waiting for it to finish. So we are securing ourselves. And once again, Percival, double gas. Double gas means faster factory. In general, we typically associate this with a more aggressive opener. But in this kind of game state, especially against Ateshi, this is somewhat of a safe opener just because it does give you a faster factory, it gives you a faster starport, it gives you faster tech here to work with. And there it is, Stargate. So we did assume, based on its positioning, that it would be a proxy Stargate. With this, we can try to set up some shield batteries. True, true. Try to set up some shield batteries. Reaper is scouting, does check the initial 4th location, barely doesn't go far enough. As Percival doesn't quite see. Doesn't quite confirm. Oh. So it does break forward. Is going to be shut down. And so far, just like the previous game, it's Zell first just to distract. Going to be Proxy Oracle, no shield battery setup, so there's no Void Ray, just Oracle. Oracle into the main. This is not an all-in, this is an aggressive start, don't get me wrong, but behind this, Ateshi is going for a much faster expansion. So much more macro-based opener here out of Ateshi. Going for the Twilight Council. Riri Helen moving in. The last game, they did kill 5 probes. Doing another 5. Do we get another 5 here? So far, 2 more workers going down. Oh, Adepts are in position. They shut down the Hellion. Not bad. We get a full scout if we get eyes on the Twilight Council. It is a delayed tech structure, though. That should be taken note of. Getting a couple of workers. So far, 4. Up 5. Once again. Gets 5 probes. Does he get away? No shot. Reaper pulls away. A bit of an F2. This Oracle should not be at home. Uh-oh. Yeah, the Oracle does race back. This will delay the aggression. It will delay the assault. And now Ateshi, there's that much more pressure on him. He needs to get some damage done. Now there is a Widow Mine. Has to be careful. There's a Widow Mine. There's a couple of Marines. For the most part, though, the mineral line is exposed. Gets 1. Gets 2. It's 2 SCV kills. Not bad. It's 2 SCVs. Percival does break out. At least now he's aware. And he's looking. Yeah, he knows that there must be a Stargate somewhere. So he's on the hunt, and he will find it. Alas, only a single Oracle. So the pylon is going to fall. Adepts, they try to dive in. They can try to force some friendly fire. The Oracle is zoned away. And the tech is depowered. So from here, Percival is in a better position. Looking at the assault stat here, he killed more workers across the map. He only lost 2 SCVs. The Oracle slot's potential, but there's a Viking at home. And Ateshi has to work on that next step. We have Blink, we have a couple of gates on the way. So far, it's going to be a 3-gate setup. From here, we could see Ateshi attempt to expand, but because the opener was rough, I would hope to see even a 4th gateway to just commit. But we might not even get there, as here we go. Percival just rallies everything across the map. Again, with that double gas opener, it means faster starport into Viking, medevac, early tank production as well. No shield battery. And no shield batteries to defend. And Ateshi's going to be overwhelmed. Oh, Widowmine gets retargeted. Very nice control. Yeah, the retargeting is brutal. GG, well played. Very nicely done there by Percival. He will shut down the aggression and shut down Ateshi. GG. GG, well played. Whew. Percival does claim the series 2-0. Does claim the series, does advance on. My condolences to Ateshi. Hyper cheese out of Ateshi, but again, time and time again was shut down. Percival, very important that he was on top of scouting. He was on top of scouting, on top of confirming that something was wrong, and likewise, as soon as he was able to deal with the initial aggression, he punished. He did punish then and there, especially here in game 2. So very well done, very well played. Percival does claim the series, and with that, we can now figure out where we're headed next. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look back yourselves. Again, welcome one and all to Sparkling Tuna Cup. This is a weekly tournament that we host every single week. It is open to all players, all shapes, all sizes, and we have some catching up to do here. We have some catching up to do. Again, we do know that currently the Pigsty Festival is ongoing, the group stage, and that is impacting some of our signups. Specifically, Skillus and Björn have been regulars, but alas, this week they are nowhere to be found. So no Skillus, no Björn, not this time, but we have plenty of other players here. Ryung, he does make his return for the 3rd week in a row. Ryung, he's waiting for the winner of Davlatos and Reciprocity. Waiting for the winner of that series. We have Baby Marine versus Hon Mono in the next round. We have Nickrat waiting for the winner of Hacker's Top and Volt Warrior. We have Percival waiting for the winner of those matches. Scrolling down, we have Zertanus up against Blue Knight. We have Geralt waiting for the winner of that series. We have Art versus Rebellion. Honestly, that looks like a really good PvP. I was very tempted to jump into either one, but I kind of wanted to see some potential Nickrat versus Percival, so we'll see if we can find our players. We'll see what we can land on. But Art vs Rebellion is going to be a lot of fun. I do favor Art there, but it could go either way. best of luck. Going down, we have Gooders versus Captain Fish. Winner goes up against Shameless in the next round, and we have 3 Point versus Chrome, also currently ongoing. Shout out to 3 Point. 3 Point, he's the one and only notable Zerg player in the event. So best of luck to 3 Point. I have faith that he'll be up against most likely Shameless in the quarterfinals, but whether or not he can move on further from there, yet to be determined.